And join me. Porky he's accompanied by his wife Jeannie. He's been inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He's a Brookline resident, and I've invited him down here along with Council President Riccardi to recognize his efforts and commend him on what he's done. And with that, Pork, I'll read the proclamation and then ask you for a few words. Whereas Porky Chedwick is the founder and creator of the Oldies, has been the daddy-o of the radio for over 5 decades to all Pittsburgh. Whereas, by airing all his dusky discs, Porky pioneered oldies radio and the associated billion-dollar industry, which keeps record labels like Rhino thriving today. He has helped launch a few notable music and broadcasting careers, such as when he first manned the air chair in 1948. He's also helped boost the careers of rock and roll pioneers such as Bo Diddley, Little Richard, Johnny and Joe, the Skyliners, the Marcells, and many others. And whereas nothing could ever make Porky play a record that he didn't believe his movers and groovers would dig. He never took a dime for playing a record, insisting that music belonged to everyone. And whereas Porky's youthful audience responded to their Pied Piper of Platter with such fierce loyalty, when he suggested his audience should stop whatever they are doing and start dancing, teens got out of their cars to dance in tunnels and on parkways, creating traffic tie-ups and gridlock for miles. Whereas in 1948, the Boss Man has remained as familiar as the Pirates, the Steelers, the Penguins, and Heinz Ketchup for 4 generations of Pittsburghers. Today, the platter-pushing Papa has no intention of ever stowing away his 45s. He continues to work from sock hop to sock hop. And whereas Porky Chedwick has been inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, his extreme importance to the history of radio is indisputable. He is a legend in his own time. Now therefore be it resolved that the Council of the City of Pittsburgh commends Pork the Torque Chedwick for his work in radio and for furthering appreciation of oldies music to people everywhere. And be it further resolved that today, May 19th, 2003, be declared Porky Chedwick Day in the city of Pittsburgh.
Moved by members Motznick and Riccardi, second by all other members. All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Motion carries.
And thank you. I would like to present this to Porky, and I know he sees the microphone and is willing to give us a few of his attributes. So come on up, Porky, and say a few words.
How are you, movers and groovers? Well, one thing I'll assure you, I never prepare anything. And of course, it's all extemporaneous, you know. I just say what comes from my heart. I am a very sincere guy. But before I get into the Porkology thing, I do want to say I marvel at the intelligence and the brilliance and the kindness and the great dedication of the city council members right here. I'm happy to be surrounded by it because you know why? I gain a little culture and I enhance my intelligence. So I'm very sincere about that. I love you. Continue to do the good work, and everything will go real good in the city. Well, I know one thing. City council and everybody in America knows Webster, right? The dictionary. Well, I'll say one thing. I have my own dictionary, so I'm in competition with Webster because my dictionary I call Porkology. And what Porkology is my glossary that I always present to the people as I announce on the air. So maybe you'd like to hear a couple of my lines because I have more lines than Bell Telephone, right? This is your daddy-o of the radio, your platter-pushing Papa, the boss man, Pork the Torque. And of course, my name's not Sergeant York, it's Pork the Torque. Wait, they call me crazy? Well, my name's not John Wayne, I'm just Porky the Insane. Nero, that's for all you intelligent ones. Well, Nero is, well, I'm not Nero. I'm Porky, Pittsburgh's hero. We all know that Alexander was great, but according to Pittsburgh, he was second rate. And I should have been an astronaut because I could rock it better. So there's no end to all the words that I have in my glossary, but I never sat at home and prepared them. When a record was about ready to terminate, I had to say something, so I came up with all those rhymes. And maybe I should put a book out with all that, right? And I appreciate you people being here, taking good care of me, but I want to thank Radio Whammo. They gave me an open mic, and they trusted me, and they loved me, and they said, go ahead, Porky, and do your thing. How about that? And when I opened the doors for all the black artists, when their records were collecting a lot of dust, I'd blow the dust off of the records and go on the air with them, and I gave them an opportunity to make a living so that people could hear their great singing and the way they do things, and they understood the words, and they liked the harmony and everything, and I was happy to help the minorities in all phases, all kind of minorities. You were my people. I always want to reach out and touch. I just wish I was a millionaire. Somebody thinks Porky's rich. Well, if I was rich, would I have a mortgage at 85 years of age? Well, what I'm trying to say is my life is love, and I love to be around you. I could go on and just talk to you, but I think time is very important for city council right here. But the lady that kept me healthy, kept me motivated, and kept my mind in order is right here with me, my wife, Jeannie.
It never ceases to amaze me how much my husband is loved and respected in this city. You've made his day, you've made my day. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Yes, I also like to say Mr. Chadwick is very rich. He's rich in reputation, he's rich with friends, and he's definitely rich with history, and there's much more to be written. And Mr. Chadwick was a former resident of my district, and let me say, in terms of generosity, that's why maybe he doesn't have riches in terms of materialistic gain, because he gave away a lot. He was so generous to the average person in the streets and in the neighborhoods, just unbelievably generous. So, but more importantly, he's rich with your reputation. Congratulations. Thank you. We have a number of proclamations to be read into the record. I'll ask our city clerk to collect them all at one time from members Carlisle, Hertzberg, Peduto,